Okay, no, one of them is from Shein. The other one, I think this one is from the TikTok shop. I think this is a sample. Hello. So let's see. Happy Tuesday. Thank you. Happy Tuesday. Y'all, tomorrow's the big day. I get my soft cast off tomorrow. YouTube, y'all let me know if it's glitching. I got a new SSD and y'all, I gotta get a new headset. I broke another pair of headphones. So I gotta get a new pair of headphones and I gotta take the speaker back to hey coffee. I gotta take the speaker back. So I'm gonna take the speaker back and I'm gonna get um the headphones or whatever. I gotta some things I gotta do. Hey Cupcake. Good morning, y'all. 8:48 a.m. The grand state of Alabama. We're on Central Standard Time. Oh, this is apparel. This is by a company called HSIA. So this is some undergarment stuff. I'll have to make a video for. And then I got some stuff from Shein. Hello, Miss Sharon. And I actually have to make a video. I'm gonna make a video while you guys live. At least I'm gonna host. I'm gonna have to. Hey, long time no see. I know. No, it's not broken. Coffee. I didn't break my hand. I had surgery. I had surgery. That's what happened. I had surgery, and tomorrow I will get this thing off. So I've been working with one hand for a while. Okay, let's see what I got here. All right. I'm not gonna lie, these headphones suck. Testing one, two. Okay. So I got this little package right here. Oh, Charlotte. This little package right here, I think I know what this is. All right, these are his and her wedding vows for a wedding. The vows of blank given to you on, and hers is in white and his is in black. So that is for my daughter and son-in-law, so they can do their wedding vows. So cute. And Shein packages. All right, let's see what I got in this one. I'm gonna have to do a video for these. Hey kids. All right, these are remember jeggings from back in the day? Y'all remember that? That's what these are. These are the jeggings. So this is what they look like. So I got these from Shein and a cute little shirt because I need to start incorporating my signature colors in my closet. I don't know why I always want to order everything else but. Okay, there it is. It's got a little button at the top. This actually is this is a cute pattern. And the material is nice. I didn't think the material was going to be this nice. The material is nice. So I like that. Nice. Shout out to Shein for sending some really cute stuff. I'm a 2020 baby. What's a jegging? It's like leggings and jeans. Thank you. Yeah, it's like leggings and jeans all rolled up into one. So yeah, I'm glad that the Restream is actually doing its job here on for YouTube. I was concerned because I was concerned about that because I know that StreamYard does not do a good job for me when it comes to streaming. But I got an SSD. So I was like, hopefully it works. Hopefully everybody. Now, let me see. Are we good over here on TikTok? Can you guys hear me? Is everything good? Let me see. Before I get started with the AI chat, let me see if everything is good because I'm not 100% sure you guys can hear me. Nope, I don't want to connect with YouTube. I mean, whatever it is that you got going on, TikTok, I don't want to connect. All right? I don't. Let's see. I just want to see if I can hear. Let's see. 100% no. What is going on that I can't hear with TikTok today? 100% no. Hmm. Because yesterday it was fine. Yesterday everything worked out great. Can you guys hear me? I didn't even know you had a daughter. Yes, she's 33 years old. And yeah. All right. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. All right, let me unplug this and let's see. TikTok, can you guys hear me? Okay. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. No idea. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. I'm just gonna share this out to people in here. No wonder they left. I'm like, what's going on? Because they couldn't hear me. But yesterday it was fine. Yesterday, and you know, the thing and everything was fine. Oh, it's weird. It's really weird. You guys can hear me fine, but TikTok couldn't hear me at all. So that's weird. You guys can hear me, right? Surely, because you're talking to me. So we're good on that. Yeah, we're good on that. So we're testing this stuff out. The soundboard is a K song live sound card, right? And like I said, uh, it's brand new. It came in from eBay, right? And I actually enjoyed it yesterday. It was really nice. So song live sound card. Okay. It's probably lagging a little bit because of the restream. I'm trying to figure out how I can, make this work really good without having to buy a new computer. Because that's the last thing I need to do is buy a new laptop. Like I'm not trying to buy a new laptop. So you got the SSD um, for space, for memory space, because the extra storage space that I got, that's not going to work. But I have both of them connected um, to the computer. So I'm hoping that, one of these things work. I'm hoping, you know, at some point in time, let me give myself a thumbs up on YouTube, you guys, and we're gonna talk about some social media stuff because I know y'all like that. I'm absolutely certain. Uh-uh, you better get back down here. What? What? Bro, real talk. All right, I'm just doing a little bit of sharing, but I promise y'all, I have got to get a new headset because this headset sucks so bad. It sucks really bad. So I gotta get some new headphones. And the only reason I'm saying that the headphones suck, um, if you use OBS, you can stream to YouTube and TikTok at the same time. I tried that, and you know what? I may try that today because I did forget. I do have OBS. I do have OBS, but it used to just buffer so bad on YouTube. Like I couldn't. It was bad. It was real bad. I'm telling you. If I used OBS for, any of the things, it was real bad. And I thought to myself, why is it, lagging so much? Why is it not streaming? So now that I have the SSD, I may go ahead and try to use OBS and just plug into YouTube and see if that works. Right now I'm on Restream, and Restream is using, you know, I like to call it beta, but there's no download for Restream. Just like with StreamYards, there's no download for that. Hey, legs. So I try to do that. But anyway, we're going to be talking about a few things. So I got this new AI thing, right? This thing is called, it's not Chat GPT. What is this called? Oh, Perplexity. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Perplexity, right? And it tells you some things about social media that you may or may not, know. And so I thought this was really interesting because we use social media all the time, and I am connected to a lot of live streamers and a lot of people who use social media because they're content creators. And so, with that being said, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity. What is wrong with my clicker? I thought this would be the perfect opportunity. There we go to get this going. What graphics card do you have? No idea. This thing is called VANSUNY, Van Sunny. Does that sound familiar? Van Sunny. And then I have some extra storage. So I got a gig from, what company is this? Max One, MAXONE. What CPU and GPU? Listen, you're asking way too many questions I know nothing about. All of that stuff must be in the computer, right? It's got to be in the computer. Like I probably should print this out or write it down. Um, Probably. Another thing that bothers me is that when I try to stream directly into YouTube, YouTube always tells me that my camera is already working with another program, and that's not true. I used to be able to plug directly into YouTube, right? And now, for the last few months, I always have to use something else like OBS or Restream or StreamYards because it says that my camera is already in use. My camera is not already in use. So that's been strange to me. But anyway, um, you guys want to know, especially on TikTok, um, what's up with uh, certain things like the algorithm and stuff like that. Ciao! Nanzia's in the house. I haven't seen you in so long. Ciao, Bella. Hey, what's up, Nunzia? So I don't know what my CPU and my GPU is, but I know that I'm working on an Acer. I tell you that. What did my Acer say? It has Inspire 3. It's got Intel inside. Um, Most of my specs that come on my computer have been like rubbed off because I've had this computer. This is my second year having this computer. I bought it for myself 2 Christmases ago. So it's not an old computer at all, but I know for sure I had to buy extra storage, and I just got this new card. All I did was plug it into the computer. I didn't actually um, do anything, you know, special. And when I plugged it up, it only brought up the storage of the computer. It didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like it didn't have like an app for me to, do anything to or anything. So um You know, Coffee Lover says, speaking of the internet and social media, there's a browser called Opera. I remember that, Opera GX, and apparently they made a feature that if you don't do anything for a certain amount of time, it assumes you're what? It assumes you're deceased and replaces your history with generic stuff. That's insane. I just thought that was funny. That is insane. Are you kidding me? So if I don't use Opera GX, it's going to assume that I just am wiped off the planet and it's just going to replace all my stuff. That is crazy work. Like we're not doing that in 2025. You're not going to assume. What if I'm just sick, right? What if what if I'm just sick? Okay, listen. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. This is AI, right? So if you want to become known on YouTube, TikTok, or any of the things, these are the strategies that AI says that you should do. Right. So the first thing is to create high quality, engaging content, focus on producing things like makeup tutorials, product reviews, beauty tips, or any type of tips if you have electronic tips or any of the things that provide value to your audience. Now you can't argue that people want good quality content. Okay, so this is good, Coffee Lover, because we just did a mass following on TikTok, and a lot of people follow but they don't engage. So I did a mass unfollowing. So a lot of people I don't I was like, I'm supporting over 700 people that I followed and not nary of them. Maybe you're always going to get a good 10%. Okay? You're always going to get a good 10%. So, they follow but they don't engage. And TikTok thinks that that's a bad idea. Thank you for the 2.0K taps on the screen, TikTok. I appreciate it. Thanks for the thumbs up over on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. So this is the thing. Um, don't just subscribe and don't just follow someone. Like actually watch their videos. Like, and if you don't like the content, then unsubscribe or unfollow. That's the whole thing. Now, me over on TikTok, I do like uploading content, but I also like to go live. Like right now, we're live. I like that. So I try to give, content that I think my people will like. The problem is if you get a mass following and everybody's following you on a platform, you don't know who's for you and who's not. So that poses a problem. I think Don Lemon had a great idea when he said, let's do a mass following and make folks famous, but everybody's not going to watch your content. So that literally hurts their algorithm, but it's going to hurt you in the long run because you don't know who's there for you and who's not. So you have to really pay attention to who's actually engaging with your content. And if you don't see these people, if their names don't look familiar, they never come in your live streams, they never comment on your videos and stuff like that, then unfollow them. Over on YouTube, it's a little different because people subscribe to us on YouTube, right? Um, but a lot of people that subscribe to us on YouTube are only watchers. They don't create content. So it makes no sense to subscribe to them back, especially if they don't have a channel. Some people can subscribe to you and not have a channel. So it's very different over on a platform like TikTok as opposed to YouTube. You can follow and follow back, regardless if somebody has, hey, Miss Liz, regardless if somebody has, a channel or not. A TikTok account is just a TikTok account. But over on YouTube, it is quite different. You can have an account, but not actually have a channel. So, that's something completely different, right? So, number two, develop a unique style. Stand out by finding your niche within whatever community you're going in. Focus on specific techniques, products, or looks. So everybody knows me for my braids. That's, 9 times out of 10, that's what I'm going to do. Tried to get into the wig era, for a while, and I still have tons of wigs or whatever that were sent to me, and they're good for like, letting your hair breathe or rest or whatever in between, but when people look at me, 9 times out of 10, they know me for braids, whether I wear my makeup or not. So that is that unique style that people know for me. Coffee Lover says, I hate when people do that. They follow back, and then they unfollow all the time. It happens on TikTok all the time. That's why YouTube is a totally different animal. Okay? YouTube is a totally different animal. I have thousands of subscribers on YouTube. I probably will never meet. I'll never know these people. And they could care less. They don't care if I follow them back or not. They just like my content. See, here's the thing. The mass following was a good idea for a minute, but for the people that, we followed, if they don't have any content, what's the purpose of following somebody who doesn't have content? Because when I'm not creating content, I want to sit and watch something, right? I want to watch something educational, or I want to watch something funny. I want to watch something newsworthy. You know what I'm saying? So what's the point of me following you if, it's crazy. It's insane. I'm not going to follow you if you don't have content. That's insane. So then Coffee Lover says you look like a whole different person without your glasses. Why do everybody says that? I have a lot of different pairs of glasses though. I can't wait to get my prescription glasses. Y'all are gonna be like, you look so old. You'd be like, "You look so old." But, everybody says that. But I guess this is a part of my signature look. They said develop a unique style, right? So I guess this is a part of it. I have different glasses on, my braid. So, y'all are gonna know me for that. Hey, Kingdom. Number 3, consistency is key, and nobody likes to talk about being consistent on the internet, but if I'm telling you, and I know this from being a YouTuber for the last 4 years, if you don't show up, they will forget about you and go somewhere else, unless you have over 100K followers, in which case, people will "Good morning, underrated," in which case people will, you know, just wait for you. But if you have under 100K and you go missing in action, they're not gonna wonder what happened to you. They're gonna, gravitate towards another channel. And I'm not sure if it's like that on TikTok or not, but I'm almost 100% certain that on any platform, that's what's gonna happen. I don't need followers. I don't even post. Exactly. So Coffee Lover, if you don't post anything, you're a watcher. You're looking for, content that you like. You're looking for people that you resonate with. You're looking for somebody's personality that, you like, and you want to hang out with on the internet. That makes a huge difference. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, TikTok. Underrated says yes. It makes a big difference. So develop that style, create your look, your technique, and all that. Consistency is key. Maintain a regular posting schedule to keep your audience engaged and grow your channel. Optimize for search. This is something else that I don't think people talk about this because people don't understand. My hand, Albert, is better. I get this thing off tomorrow. So um when the doctor takes this off, I hope he says that everything is okay. My hand is healing, all of that kind of stuff. Coffee Lover says, sorry for going back to this, but speaking of AI, sometimes people mistreat the AI bots, and I think it's a bad idea. Don't mistreat the AI. I've seen those videos. I've seen the videos. They think it's funny content. I happen to not think so. I don't think pushing a robot down and all that kind of stuff is a smart idea. I'm just saying. Remember, whatever you put out, on the internet stays on the internet. So, I'm just saying, AI robots are very smart. I don't think that's, a good idea to be doing all that, you know? So, and remember, a robot doesn't have to have, a metal body. A robot, can be as simple as, like Coffee Lover said, an AI, um, you know, search engine or something. Speaking of search engine, thank you, Coffee Lover, goes back to optimizing for search engine. Use relevant keywords in your titles, descriptions, and tags to improve discoverability. Why? Because the internet, okay, Albert, thank you so much. Because the internet is a search engine. Google is a search engine. Bing is a search engine. YouTube is a search engine. And here lately, TikTok has become a search engine. So you have to make yourself searchable, right? If you don't make yourself, I'll be on later. Cool beans. You'll be on YouTube later? You'll be here on YouTube? And if so, what time? If I'm not live, I will come by. I'm sorry, y'all. My shoulders hurt. Yeah, tell me who, what, when, where, and why. Your titles have to be enticing. They have to be searchable. I'm not saying clickbait, but I'm definitely saying something similar. Okay, it'll be on YouTube. Okay. Uh yeah, discoverable. Let's just say that. I always use the analogy, if you're making the perfect cup of coffee, you're teaching somebody how to make the perfect cup of coffee. This those keywords need to be in the search engine in order for somebody to find out. You can't just say, I'm in the kitchen making coffee. You have to say, this is how to make the perfect cup of coffee. And then if you want to get even more specific, you can say, this is, I'm making a Colombian roast. This is how, or a how to on making the perfect cup of coffee. And then, of course, you want to use your hashtags along with your keywords, and that makes your video or your live stream searchable, right? So people can find, the better it gets because people will know, okay, YouTube and Facebook, okay. People are going to know what you're doing. And if they're interested, they will come in. And if your content is resonating with each other back to back to back to back, every time somebody searches you and you're talking on that same, they're going to say, this person must be a guru at this. This person must be an expert at this. This person must be an authority, on this particular topic. So that's how you begin to find people who want to watch your content. So, and that's a lot better than, doing a mass following. That's a lot better than, having people follow you and then unfollow you because they're following you now because I searched for a certain topic, whether it be fashion, beauty, electronics, talking about the internet, talking about, how to become well known, how to become a household name, whatever it is. I like this person, I like their content, and I'm gonna follow. That person is gonna stick with you rather than being in a growth stream or doing a mass following or, all of this stuff. You have to have value in your content, number one. And number two, you have to make your content searchable so people can find your content. If not, you're just twiddling your thumbs. Like literally, if you're just putting out like I hate when TikTokers say just go live or just put the content out there. But if you're doing this for 8 years and you haven't grown an audience or your audience is like paper thin, you're doing something wrong. You need to switch something up. Doing the same thing over and over and not getting any results or getting the same results is insanity. You have to switch something up. At some point in time, it should click. Hey, it might be me. I might be doing this wrong. So I need to, switch up. I didn't get 15,000 subscribers on YouTube because I do the same thing over and over. Nobody likes me that much. I have the people in my YouTube audience, they they're scattered. There are a lot of different people. Some of them like food, some of them like makeup, it just all depends because I don't do the same thing over and over, but I do make myself searchable and I do put myself out there on different platforms so my audiences could possibly come together, in my Discord or whatever, mesh together and we could talk about that. Maybe some people have several different like there's one lady, she always sends me a birthday gift and she always sends me a Christmas gift because she appreciates my beauty content, but she also appreciates my planner content. And sometimes she'll email me and she'll say, "Hey, when are you going to work on your planners?" That lets me know I need to do a planner video. How to be versatile and diverse. How to be versatile and diverse, but remain in the same niche. That's the trick. So you have to optimize yourself for the search. So let's say, for instance, cooking is your niche. You can cook a million different dishes, right? Or you can pinpoint on baking, and but you can still bake a million different things. See what I'm saying? Electronics, right? I can try out a whole bunch of electronics. Or I can simplify and just try out phones. Maybe my channel is all about phones, but there are a million different phones out there that I can test out and try. Beauty products. I can try out skincare. I can try out all different types of makeup, or I can narrow it down and say, this is just for over 40 people. I'm over 40. Maybe my content should be for the over 40 crowd. Once you know who your audience is, it's easy for you to optimize. But you have to know who your audience is. And then after that, it says to engage with your audience, respond to comments, and create content based on viewer feedback to build a loyal community. If your people are following you and they're commenting and all that kind of stuff, talk to them. Something that I like about YouTube is that we have a community tab. And so on that community tab, I can talk to people in between videos and in between live streams, right? And, ask them questions, do a poll, and different things of that nature. Most of the time, I just put an inspirational post, and see how that goes. But you can also do quizzes. So they're adding things to the mix. Over on TikTok, it's a little bit different. We have a different way. We have stories and stuff like that we can communicate with. Hey, Barbara, we can communicate, with people and really hone in on, who's there. You know what I mean? And the people who are supposed to be there, who's supposed to follow you, will, and the other people will drop off. They'll be like, well, I don't really, care for her posts. And so I'm not supposed to be here. I don't like that. But some people will say, well, I only like when she does this, or I only like when she does that. Totally, understandable. Why is all of this important? Because if a content creator actually follows you on TikTok or they subscribe to you on YouTube, you may get to collaborate with other people in your niche. You said 12:35 p.m. Eastern today. I'm on Central, so what is that for Central Time? Collaborate with others in your niche. Partnering with influencers can expose your content to their established audience. So now we're, cross collaborating, right? I'm collaborating with you, you're collaborating with me. My audience is going to see you, your audience is going to see me. And guess what? If we're in the same niche, they're going to love it. So now we just added value to somebody else who's watching the live stream or watching the videos because we collaborated together. So now our community is growing because it's not just about you. It's not. And for me, like in the beauty community, I'm a part of the beauty community on YouTube, right? So for me, it's like I don't care for Jackie Ina, right? She's not my cup of tea. But Tati Westbrook, I could watch videos of her back to back to back because they're different. They're in the same genre, they're in the same niche, but they just deliver different. So some people are going to be high energy, energetic, off the chain, and all that kind of stuff. Thank you, underrated. And so I'm Central Time. So is it still 11? Like it's 9:23 my time. What time is it where you are? Underrated. Let's do it like that because I'm on Central Time. I'm not Eastern. So we're an hour apart because our time sprang forward on Sunday, so we lost an hour Sunday. Um, what's up, Barbara? What's up, Albert? How you guys doing today? Um, uh, Leverage your social media. How many social media platforms are you on? So, however many social media platforms you're on, you should either be talking about the video you just dropped, talking about your upcoming live stream, right? Sharing it out when it happens, sharing your thumbnail out, creating a video for your stories or, a commercial for, your brand or your niche of videos or whatever. Your social media should look the same, if not the same, very similar on all platforms. So people know it's you. If I have a different picture on every single platform, or if I look different on every single platform, people would wonder, if that's me. Regardless of if it's me or not, regardless of, what you look like. But if you have a logo, or if you have that same headshot or that same picture on all the platforms, then it makes more sense for the viewer because then the viewer is able to find you. They'll know that it's you. There's so many people who duplicate accounts nowadays. Make it easier for, that particular viewer. Maybe you want to put official 20 of that or, the 20 or, and make sure that you put this is my only account. If you see, this thumbnail or this headshot with this particular, thing in it that nobody else can duplicate, then that's me. Maybe I'll put my name, across my, shirt on the picture, or something like that, or a watermark or something like that. But make it hard for other people to duplicate, but at the same time, make sure that everything is universal because it makes it easier for the people who want to find you. I saw underrated on YouTube. I wonder if he's on TikTok. So if I'm looking for the same name, I'm looking for the same picture, you know what I'm saying? If things are a little different, if it's a little off, then I'm probably going to wonder. Um, Another thing that I do is I use LinkedIn. LinkedIn is my saving grace. If my link is in my LinkedIn, then you automatically know it's me. You know it's me, period. Some tools that I use also, the free video converter, I use that. I use YouTube tags because I need to search my tag words for my videos. I use hashtags. I don't know if is it hashtags.com? Let me open up a page and see. Tell you guys, right? It is. It's hashtags.com. And what this does is hashtags that you can put in every video, but not only that, you can put in your profile, right? So it gives you the top hashtags for right now. Hashtags you used yesterday may not be the hashtags. So tophashtags.com, top dash hashtags.com. Hey, Southern. Um, for example, we were talking about coffee earlier. So it gives you so many different things that you can search, right? So I clicked on coffee and it says coffee hashtags to boost your following. It just gave me a laundry list of hashtags. And I can show you guys this hopefully without, let me see, share my screen, invite guests, settings. Let me see if I can share. Can I share my screen? Best hashtags. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that one. Hopefully you guys. So this is top dash hashtags.com. Southern Sass is in the house. Thank you so much, my love. We're talking about social media, how to get these samples and how to get these the audience that is made for us. Um, I've been doing this since 2009. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Hey, friend. Hey, just stopped in to say hi and giving some likes. I'm at work, so I can't talk. Okay, cool beans. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Southern Sash. So as you can see, um, my YouTubers can see this. The to boost your following, right? They gave me a lot of, coffee hashtags. But if I'm gonna back this screen up, right? Now one day, TikTok from my lap. I know we have TikTok Studio, but thing uses up so much memory. It's insane. It is insane. So anything that you content creation today, right? Right. I'm gonna click on that. YouTube, can you see that? Top content creation hashtags. Look at how many hashtags I've got. And I take and put them in my YouTube channel. I can also put the same ones in my YouTube videos, these on TikTok. I can use 3 of them on just about any social media. And then you'll notice website, the hashtag linked, right? So if I click on Creator Life, for example, I'll close that ad. Let me try it again. If I click on Creator Life, it should open up a totally different thing for me. That's probably going slow because I'm on Restream. Different hashtags. You see what I'm saying? Now we're breaking down all of the hashtags. So Pay me any attention. If you want to grow and you want people to actually find you on social media, this is a good tool. Another good tool is free video converter because you can convert the videos that you download and then recreate them for original content. Another thing that we use is Google Trends because you want to know what's trending today. You want to have some current topics. What's trending? It will help you with your content. Um, and that's all you do is you just search Google Trends and it's going to give you all of the things. I have the tabs saved on my laptop so that I can get to them, super quickly. And I've used these for years I say years, but it's really just been 4 years on YouTube. I've used these um, because I like to be found. When I put a video out, I want people to watch my video. That's it. So that's a free YouTube tag generator, and then you have the free keyword generator, the top dash hashtags.com, right? So there are a lot of free tools that you can use on the internet that makes it, easy for you. All right. My microphone is working just fine, Restream. What are you talking about? It's working fine. You guys can hear me, right? So it's working fine. I don't I don't know. It's giving me this thing where like your microphone abruptly stopped working. No, it didn't. It did not. Anyway, what else does AI say? Leverage your social media. We talked about that. And then consider offering additional value as you grow, explore opportunities like selling courses, affiliate marketing, launching your own products, and all of that kind of stuff. So that was pretty dope. That was pretty cool. I can definitely appreciate. Thank you, Perplexity. Let's see. Now, I did email me myself some stuff as well because I wanted to get a little bit more in depth. And like I said, if you have questions, feel free to ask. I'm just playing around um, with AI, and I have started posting some of this thing. Thank you. Um, hey, Lily, welcome back. I have started posting about some of this stuff because I know that people are interested. So, to get more people to come to your live stream, try these effective strategies. So, this is what I'm going to try today because, yeah, I'm not going to continue to go live to thin air. That's not, and I'm always going to get some live streamers in YouTube because I have so many people in YouTube, but I'm new to going live on TikTok. Me and TikTok don't have a relationship yet. So my audience on TikTok is small, but they're dedicated. Small but dedicated. So I need, to grow, right? Because if I found, a few people, we can find a lot. So I want my numbers on TikTok to match up just like my numbers on YouTube. I want TikTok to, come on up to the plate, right? So AI tells us to get more people to come to your live stream, try these effective strategies. Number 1, promote in advance, which I do sometimes. So schedule your live stream and announce it on social media platforms. Pin the schedule stream to the top of your profile. TikTok is too political for my liking. Really? You know what? TikTok used to be super funny, and a lot of the comedy has kind of floated away. But there are some funny people. Oh, Barbara just got the number 3 gifter badge. Thank you, Barbara. Appreciate it. Um, I still like it though. I don't love it like I used to, coffee lover, but I still like it. So I haven't given up, on TikTok, but I do encourage everybody who's on TikTok to gravitate towards my YouTube channel. and other platforms. I'm going to tell you about a platform that I recently found. I'm going to tell you guys about a platform that I recently found, and we're going to look at it together. I'm interested in knowing what you guys have to say about this new platform, right? So, promote in advance. Number two, use compelling titles and descriptions, which we just talked about. So, see how this stuff resonates over and over and over, no matter what platform we're talking about. Okay. Use compelling titles and descriptions and create engaging titles that entice viewers to click and watch. You can do that without having clickbait. But it's important that people want to watch your stuff, and it's important that people find you, right? Number three, leverage your email marketing, which is something that the last list didn't have. Um, if you are not interested in having an email list or you think it's too difficult, I use Wix as a website. I also use Linktree, which I told you about 20 minutes ago. Also, there are chat groups like Discord. Almost everybody on social media, thank you. Also, almost everybody on social media has a Discord. So if you're not interested in the whole email list thing, or you think it's too hard to do, you don't have a newsletter, these are some things that you can do. You can create a simple blog using Wix. They have a free version. And maybe put out a blog once a week or whenever you feel like it. And when people sign up, they're signing up using their email. So you're automatically creating an email list in your sleep or while you're at the grocery store or while you're at work. The email list is going to grow as long as you promote it. Hey, don't forget to sign up for my blog and put that link in your link tree or put that link in your, description. Discord is the main way now, especially since Skype is shutting down. I heard that Skype was shutting down Coffee Lover. I heard that a couple of days ago. I stopped using Skype a long time ago. I don't even use what is that thing, that video thing that people talk to each other? Not Skype, but the other one. I don't know, Zoom. I don't even use Zoom anymore. But like I will either use freeconferencecall.com because they have video, or this other thing that I found that I'm going to show you guys when I get to um you guys will you you will understand a little bit better. I created such a big, no, not Teams, but I've heard of Teams as well. But I don't use Teams either. Anything by Google I don't like, in the sense of video calls, because it's usually like a one-on-one type of thing, which I don't understand. Um, if I can talk to people in mass formation, it works out for me. And if I want to do one-on-one, I use a specific app. And like I said, when I get to showing my apps to you guys, stepping out on faith, what's up, my friend? Um, I'll show you guys my apps. I'm gonna at least show you guys five apps that I use um, in how I grew my YouTube channel so fast, right? So your email, sending announcements and reminders to your email list before the broadcast is a good idea. Also, here's something else we just talked about on the last list, y'all. Here it is again, collaboration. Why are you guys not collaborating with people? Coffee Lover says Microsoft did exactly what most corporations do. They bought Skype, sucked the life out of it, took their stuff, launched their own app. Exactly. And now they're shutting down. They did the same thing to Periscope. When I started live streaming, Periscope was a thing. Does anybody remember Periscope? Periscope was a thing. It was huge, and millions of people were on Periscope. We all launched businesses on Periscope, and then they merged with Twitter, which is now now X. So see what Coffee Lover is saying? Like these companies are weird. They're weird. Um, if you're a company, watch who you collaborate with. But collaborating with others, invite guests or industry experts to expand your reach and credibility. I love that people collaborate on TikTok, but I would like to see collaborations with people in the same niche, like we kind of do over on YouTube. If we have the same thing in common or we're experts in the same field or, our niche, is the same or similar, it makes for a better show because we're bouncing off of each other. You know what I'm saying? So it makes for a better show. If you're a baker and I'm a makeup artist and I don't bake, if I bake under my eyes and you bake in a stove, we're not gonna have a good collaboration. It's not gonna be a good show. You know what I'm saying? People want you to stay within your niche. Don't have a whole bunch of people on your show and you're talking about Elon Musk because nobody cares. Don't have a whole bunch of people on your show from different, niches and you want to talk about, say, I don't know, Trump or something like that. It's not going to go well. It's not going to be a good look. Now, yeah, if you're talking about lifestyle, and let's say, regardless of the niche you're in, you are a Christian. That's that's a good thing, or you're a Democrat and you talk about the Democratic Party or whatever. If you have something to say, if you dabble in it, that may be a good one time collaboration. But when you're using this kind of stuff, there AI is saying, hey, make this a regular thing. Collaborate with people in your niche. We're talking about growing your social media. We're not talking about just creating, one-time shows. If you want to do a one-time show once a month or, once every 3 months or something, that's great. But we're talking about growing. Like once a week, if you want to collaborate with somebody, make sure that you're, staying within the niche. And this is coming from a 2025 list from, professionals, and AI generated all of these things together, you know, and said, "Hey, this list is from the experts." Coffee Lover says, "To be honest, I'm not really a good collaborator. I don't work well in groups." I like to collaborate, one on one. I have a collaboration coming up with Savannah over on TikTok. She's a makeup enthusiast. And so we are going to use the same palette, um, vanilla skin versus chocolate skin. So we're going to see what look we create. So what if you are not sure of your niche? We talked about that earlier, Southern, and the tips are, well, you know what? Let me get to that real quick. We talked about optimizing for SEO. SEO means search engine optimization. You want to be searchable. You want your titles to be searchable, which is why I gave you the keyword thing. We'll go back to that. Um, and then you want a multi-stream, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm on TikTok, I am on YouTube, and I am on Twitch right now. Right? Um, I get low views on TikTok because nobody knows me on TikTok. So I have to keep doing this over and over and over on TikTok until, it resonates that Twana is live and this is her niche and this is what she's talking about. Um, yeah, you should. You listen, Coffee Lover, there's no reason you shouldn't collab with people. It's a good thing. Create teasers because this is visual. This is a visual world, right? We're on the internet. Even podcasts have become visual, which is what we're doing right now, right? A visual podcast. This would be kind of boring if you're a visual person and you couldn't see anything, right? So create teasers. share snippets, highlights. TikTok is really good about generating highlights from your live streams because TikTok in the background will record your live stream so that you can download it and upload it over on TikTok or something like that. So I think that's pretty cool that TikTok does. You will not get a replay of a full live stream on TikTok like you do on YouTube. Southern says, okay, I'm fairly new here to learn. I don't have YouTube or Instagram, but I can get them. I don't fool around with Meta too much. You're taking notes, cool. The only reason I have Facebook is because my daughter keeps begging me to stay on Facebook. That is the only reason. And yes, Southern, take all the note. If you have questions, ask me. I am going to get back to what if I'm not sure of my niche. We're going to do that in a second. So remember to create the teasers, and then number 10. Here it is again. This is the third time we've heard this today. Consistency is key. Establish a regular streaming schedule so viewers know when to expect your content. See how it just keeps going back to back to back to back to back to back. So that how to get people to come to the live stream. So we're gonna ask Perplexity a question. What if I'm not sure of my niche? How do I find my niche so that I make great content? Hey, look at that. To find your niche and create great content on any platform, follow these steps. Southern Sass says, I'm taking notes. Well, somebody just said this on YouTube as well. Find your passion. Coffee Lover says, why is everyone so against Chinese companies stealing their data, but Meta steals it anyway and it ends up all over the world? I don't know. I've never trusted Meta. Ever since, I noticed, even on a phone conversation, this, give me 30 seconds, TikTok. Even though I could be on the phone, I could be talking, and the next thing I know, I'm seeing commercials of what I just talked about on Meta platforms. That's scary to me. You're eavesdropping on my conversations. If I'm privately inboxing somebody and we're having a conversation, the next thing I know, what I talked about, I'm seeing ads for on my timeline, on the Book of Faces, especially. That's scary to me. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. Shout out to TikTok for the 25.0K likes. Thank y'all. Appreciate you guys. Y'all are the bomb.com. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to work. Explore your passions, right? List your interests, hobbies, and ideas of expertise. So you want to get a notebook, and in this notebook, you want to write down things that you're interested in. And I mean everything. And then you want to rate them from, 1 being the lowest thing on the totem pole, maybe 10 being the highest, or, vice versa. However you want to rate your stuff, right? You want to focus on topics you genuinely enjoy and can consistently create content about. Now, here's where people make a huge mistake, and this is what I've learned over the years. What I like to watch on social media and what I like to produce on social media may be two completely different things. I like to watch people skydive, but I'm not fixing to go do it. I like to watch people race cars. I like to watch the big rigs out, in the mud or whatever, because I'm in Alabama. So we, big, you know, the big monster trucks and stuff like that. I'm not about to go drive one though. I like to watch Karens lose their mind, but I'm not a Karen. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm talking about? There's a difference between the content that I like to create and the content that I like to watch. Why is this important? Because you need to know what is going to resonate with your spirit, and how do I get people interested? If you're enjoying the content that you're creating and you don't feel like you're going to get burned out on this content, that's your niche. But also, you're going to create and build your algorithm around that. Let me tell you guys something, and this infuriates me on TikTok, because people blame the algorithm for everything as if algorithm is some machine. An algorithm, if you look the definition up of an algorithm, is very simple. It's a pattern. You create that. Have you ever noticed if you watch a lot of the same thing over and over, then TikTok or YouTube will start feeding that to you? So if I watch a lot of TD Jakes and a lot of Sarita Jakes videos over and over and over, they're going to start giving me more of that. That's the algorithm. An algorithm is a pattern that you create. Ah. Make yourself searchable. I told you that 30 minutes ago. Make yourself searchable so you can get in somebody's algorithm. Use keywords so you can get in somebody's algorithm. The algorithm is not just one thing, it's many. However many people are watching content, that is how many algorithms are out there. So Twana's algorithm could be totally different from Coffee Lover's algorithm. That could be totally different from Southern Sass's algorithm. I'm afraid of opening my social media in church because of my algorithm. See what I'm saying? Coffee Lover has created an algorithm that may not be beneficial to, being at church. Don't open your social media at church. Don't do it because your algorithm might not agree. Your YouTube algorithm might be totally different from your TikTok algorithm, which could be totally different from your Instagram algorithm, which could be totally different from your Twitter algorithm, because you may watch different things on different platforms, and that's, great. But what it is a pattern. And that pattern is created by the person who's watching. So if you want to put yourself in somebody's algorithm, you have to create a niche. That's how people become famous. Look at Netta and Charles. Joe and Rolandis have created characters called Miss Netta and Charles. And she started, Miss Netta being the she, right? We know it's Joe, but Miss Netta being the she, right? Says, Charles, your lunch is ready. And then he comes running in, right? A little girl. This is a grown woman, grown man, but he's pretending to be a female, right? So, Charles, your lunch is ready. And then Charles comes running in. He sits down. What we got today? And then she goes down and, well, we got some fried pork chops with some green beans and some mashed potatoes and, some homemade cornbread, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's give it a taste test. Eat up. So Charles, takes a bite. Oh, this is so good. He acts like it's the best thing he ever ate, right? And from this, just like AI told us a good 20, 30 minutes ago, they have created spices. They have a book coming out. They've created music. They created a whole bunch of streams of income based on, some foolishness, basically. Charles, your lunch is ready was not interesting. It was the fact that Joe created a character called Miss Netta, and Miss Netta is married to this character named Charles. And then all of a sudden, Miss Netta and Charles started creating chaos and drama. It wasn't just about the food anymore. So their niche, even though they still, eat and they have, spices for sale and all that kind of stuff, their niche is literally drama. Their niche is literally chaos to keep eyes on them. So if you like drama, if you like foolishness and all of that stuff, um, you're gonna watch Miss Netta. You're gonna watch Shamar. You're gonna watch a lot of things that you're gonna watch Aunt D. You're gonna watch a lot of these people that, create drama and, that kind of thing. These platforms know how to categorize this stuff, and they're gonna put those videos in that category to push those videos out into that particular category for that particular niche, for that particular user. Because if you get what I'm saying, the algorithm, your algorithm, is different for everybody. You understand what I'm saying? It's not a machine, it's a pattern. So if your video is not searchable, if your live stream is not searchable, nobody's going to find you. The platform doesn't know where to put you because you didn't use any hashtags, you didn't use any keywords, you don't have a whole lot of, you don't have an already established audience. Like myself over on TikTok, my audience is not established. I have a lot of people who follow me for, only if I do makeup content. You make it searchable by using hashtags and keywords. Absolutely. Your title has to be searchable. It's the only way you can get into somebody's algorithm. There's no such thing as, I'm being shadow banned and, TikTok isn't putting me into the algorithm. It's not the algorithm. There are many algorithms. You make your algorithm by what you watch. So if you're not searchable, nobody can watch you. You're not going to fit in to whatever category TikTok, wants to put, because TikTok has, look at it like tree branches. There are tree branches all over the place. This is going to be in this branch. This is going to be in that branch. That's going to be in that branch. It's like a mind map, if you will. Your videos have to go somewhere. Otherwise, it's just going to be in this other box over here because we don't know what to do with you. So no, we can't push your video out because we don't know where do you belong? This is another reason why I love YouTube so much. YouTube is always going to be my baby because YouTube goes by video and we get paid by views. You understand what I'm saying? And another thing that you need to understand, you TikTokers need to understand this about YouTube, is that we can go back and we can edit our stuff on YouTube. We can't edit our stuff back on TikTok. So once you put it out there on TikTok, it's a done deal. It's a wrap. On YouTube, we can upgrade our videos. We can upgrade our nails anytime we want. We can upgrade our titles anytime we want. We can change our description box anytime we want. I'm telling you, we can make the packaging so dramatic to get, the click in the view, because the click in the view is what pays your bills. We don't have TikTok shop and stuff like that over on YouTube. Over there, it's about content. So it's a little bit different. Over here, I'm telling you, TikTok to me, in my mind, is almost like, remember the home shopping network? Do y'all remember that? Y'all remember what was that company called? Okay, you got the Home Shopping Network, and there's another one that's kind of like the Home Shopping Network. I can't remember what it is. Oh man, let me look it up. I gotta look it up. Home Shopping Network. QVC, QVC, HNBR, NESN, SAC, Viton. Yeah, all of these things. Remember those? Oh man, those listen, back in the day, bruh. Coffee Lover said these days a lot of YouTubers AI to yes, they're using AI everywhere, though, coffee lover. I know you're not like a TikToker, but I'm telling you, they're using AI to make these videos go bananas. And on one of these lists, creating AI is a niche. Yeah. Candy, what's up, girl? How you doing, boo? Mwah. Explore your passion, list your interests, hobbies, and areas of expertise. Focus on topics you genuinely enjoy and can consistently create content about. Number two, evaluate your knowledge. Consider areas where you have unique insights or skills to offer viewers. Put value in your content. If there's no value in your content, people are going to think you're a joke. They're going to think you don't know what you're talking about. You've got to have that niche and you've got to be an authority in that niche. And it's got to be recognizable in your content. Number three, research market demand. Who's my competition? If I'm doing, I'm a part of the beauty community, right? People send me stuff all the time, but that would not happen and it would not be so if they didn't consider me an authority in something. Over 40 makeup, older, more mature skin. I'm a woman of color. There's a category for me. So when I put that stuff out there, what's going to make me searchable? My cover art, my thumbnail, my title, my hashtags, my keywords are going to make me searchable on YouTube especially, but it does work on TikTok as well. That's why my content makes more of an impact than my live streams right now on TikTok. So I have to create um, a completely different thing for my live streams. And this also is why um, TikTok is so diverse because you have content that you create, right? And you upload the videos, right? Then you have live streams, right? Over on YouTube, it's one and the same because we have replay. Somebody's going to watch this video again. All I have to do is make my thumbnail and I have to create my title and put my hashtags in my description box and it's a whole vibe. It's a whole video. Over on TikTok, again, we don't have replay. So I have to take the clips that they provide for me, or I can take the whole video, download it, and then chop it up if I want to, or just upload the whole thing on a different platform if I don't multi stream, which we're doing right now. We're multi streaming right now. So, like I said, I'm on Twitch, I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok, all at the same time, multi streaming. Um, yeah. And we're not using AI. This is the real thing. Coffee look, me and you have the same thoughts. I am you and you are me. We are one because we have the same thoughts. Can I have two or three different niches? Yes. Or do I need to separate channel page for each other? Okay, let me show you how this works. I have two niches on one channel, but there was a third niche that I wanted to get into that I couldn't make fit, right? So I have a lifestyle channel, but I have a reaction channel, right? Because I can react to some lifestyle stuff, but it's so touchy. Like I will react to some lifestyle stuff, right? But I can't make that my, everyday thing unless I'm reacting to, let's say, bad haircuts or bad makeup or bad nail job. If I'm just doing that, if I'm reacting to bad beauty habits, then that becomes a whole, another thing, a whole different niche or whatever, which is cool because it's still in the same thing. It's still in the beauty community, right? But I can't react to food. I can't react to anything else. It has to remain in that particular category, or YouTube won't push my stuff out. I'll be in the other category because they don't know where to put me, right? So I still have to be able to use those hashtags. I still have to be able to use those tag words to remain the authority in that particular niche. So if I'm cooking, right? I can be cooking, I can be grilling, I could be baking, I could be using, different utensils, different spices. I could be doing chicken one day, ribs one day. I could be shopping at the supermarket one day. I could be, prepping, food prep. There's so many things. I could be taste testing. There's so many different things, I could be doing under the niche of cooking, but I'm still doing a whole lot of different things. But if your niches don't add up, like say for instance, how to iron clothes, and then you have I want to do hair, and then I want to work on cars. All of that should not be on the same channel. Even though it's lifestyle, it's far fetched. Me doing my hair and also working on cars is not going to fit on the same channel. The videos will, get pushed out if I use different hashtags, right? But the channel itself is going to be kind of iffy. So if I'm over on YouTube, that's not going to work at all. Over on TikTok, that may be considered lifestyle if I'm using the hashtag lifestyle, but you have to know what platform you're working on. So for YouTube, there's no way I can make that mesh well unless I'm like, my husband does chores today, something like that, or my husband took over my channel today or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So can you have two or three niches? Yes. Close together. Hey, Shawan, if they're really close together, you can make it work. But if they're so far, off track, you're going to need different channels. Can I have my crochet tutorials and my country girl lifestyle on the same channel? No. Unless you're crocheting outfits for the country girl lifestyle. Are you, you know what I'm saying? Because all country girls don't crochet. If you're saying, okay, I'm a country girl and I'm going to crochet, and I'm going to crochet a country girl outfit, or I'm going to crochet, a cowgirl hat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you would need a crochet channel and everything crochet, from shopping to the right stuff to crochet patterns to outfits to pot holders and anything crochet. How to pick the right yarn, how to pick the right needle. I crochet a little bit, so I get it. There are different things like the crochet wheel. You can do content on what the difference is between crochet and latch hook. What's the difference between crochet and knitting? You see what I'm saying? There's so many things. There's a wide variety out there of what crocheters can do, and you could become the authority by adding to your channel what others are missing, because it's not just about making the outfit, but what type of yarn am I using? What texture? What's the width? Am I using the jumbo needle or am I using a small needle? And how come I'm using that? And then let's go shopping. And then you're out there and you're saying, okay, I'm going to use this yarn because blah blah blah. I'm going to take this or I need to buy a variety pack of needles because blah blah blah. So you could literally take us shopping. We could go talk about textiles. You could make gifts for certain times of the year. You can do teaching modules where you can teach us different stitches. And then when you get ready to go live, because you are an authority in this particular niche, people are going to expect to see that on that channel. See what I'm saying? So my cowgirl country living, like I live in the state of Alabama. So my cowgirl situation would be horseback riding or tending to some cows. I have a field that the Letsons they plant stuff in. Like I don't know, this year coming up, maybe beans or it may be corn, depending on what they plant this year. So I may take you guys outside when they cultivate and all that kind of stuff, and when they, decide to, uproot everything. That's country girl living. Yeah, shopping for the country girl attire, if you will, because I do need some cowboy boots before the wedding, because boots will be on the ground and y'all will be in attendance for the wedding. We going live for the wedding. My daughter is getting married May 31st. Put that on your calendar. There will be boots on the ground. So my cowgirl life also consists of going to the co-op because we have to get snake away and we have to get weed eater and we have to get all the things. We also have to have flowers in the flower bed and stuff like that we're going to plant this year. So there's a lot of different things that, we don't have any chickens or anything like that. Um, maybe one day, but not right now. But you see what I'm saying? I live in the state of Alabama. We're gonna be barbecuing, we're gonna be smoking up some stuff. We're gonna be doing a lot of things that we do out here in the country that possibly a New Yorker wouldn't be able to do or can't do. I'm talking about a New Yorker that lives in a city. I'm not talking about Buffalo, New York. I'm talking about, in the city or Manhattan or, somewhere where, maybe they don't get enough sun or whatever. What the summers look like in the country. You know what I'm saying? That would have to go on a completely different channel for me because I don't if I were to show lifestyle like that, I would have to go over to my lifestyle channel on YouTube. I couldn't put it over here because I want my TikTok to be beauty related. I want to be a part of the beauty community, the African American beauty community, but also the over 40 African beauty community. Mature skin. See what I'm saying? I'm 53. So there's, a very small category that I fit into. And if it doesn't exist, then the algorithm will create itself. How? By using those hashtags and those keywords. That's how algorithms are built. So don't blame the algorithm for anything. It's not the algorithm because the algorithm is simply a pattern. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you guys are able to hear um, my GPT, but we're going to see if you guys are able. Let me turn my microphone up. As a matter of fact, let's play with Gemini. Y'all want to play with Gemini for a minute? Because y'all know Gemini's got a smart little mouth. Let's play with Gemini for a moment and see what Gemini has to say. Yeah. Because y'all know and if Gemini, if you get smart with me today, I promise you, me and you gonna have words. Turn your volume up. Okay. Hello, Gemini.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. What can I do for you today?
I would like to know your definition of an algorithm.
Think of an algorithm like a recipe. It's a set of instructions that tells a computer how to turn an input into the output you want. Just like a recipe, algorithms are used for everything from searching the web to recommending.
So, an algorithm is a pattern.
Algorithms do use patterns, but they're more than just patterns. They're a set of steps designed to solve a problem. Think of it like following a map to get to your destination.
Okay, so how are algorithms formed on, say, TikTok?
TikTok's algorithm is all about figuring out what you like. It looks at things like the videos you watch all the way through, the ones you like or share, and even the creators you follow. Then, it uses that info to show you more videos it thinks you'll enjoy.
Okay, so how do algorithms work for a content creator?
The algorithm looks at a bunch of how long people watch your videos, if they like or comment on them, and even what kind of music or hashtags you use. Basically, it's trying to figure out if people like your stuff, and if they do, it'll show it to more people.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Did I do good? Yeah? Did I do good? Did I teach you guys something today? So now we understand what an algorithm is. We understand how algorithms work for the consumer as well as for the content creator. So we must make ourselves searchable, ladies and gentlemen, in order to fit in someone's algorithm. Otherwise, we don't get found. So AI, Gemini just told us that the patterns that people use are created around what they watch and what they see and what they search, which is the word I was looking for. I was looking for her to say the word search, and she did. She said, yeah, alleged. Hello, welcome in. I have no idea what that means, but thank you so much. Best viewers on streamboo.com. I don't know what that is, but thanks. From TikTok, whatever. Um, but yeah, that keyword and those hashtags, those tag words are going to make you searchable in the algorithm, and your titles. Please, please make your titles, you know, something that you would watch. You know what I'm saying? Something that makes you click on it. Your title has to make a person click on that title. It has to be interesting. It has to be eye-popping. It has to be, ooh, what's she talking about? What's this video going to be about? And then boom, you get that click, and then TikTok says, ooh, somebody's watching this. What's our algorithm like? Okay, well, if she's watching it and her algorithm is like this, then, and then somebody else watches and their algorithm is the same as her algorithm. Hey, Angie, boom, you just got categorized. So now TikTok knows where to put you. Then so I get to be pushed into this particular category, this particular niche. You understand what I'm saying? You're never going to be pushed out into the algorithm because just like Gemini said, there's no such thing. Everybody has their own algorithm. So they're teaching you wrong. Anybody that tells you that, I just proved it to you. They're lying. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, the algorithm is, shadow banning me, the algorithm. No, everybody has their own algorithm because they have created a pattern of what they watch. Like Angie in real life just came in here. Angie in real life is a cook. So all of her content is going to be about cooking. She's baking stuff, she's cooking stuff, maybe she's on the grill, maybe she's shopping, but she's a chef. She's a caterer. She owns two forks. So Angie in real life, whenever I go to her channel, I expect to see food. I expect for Angie to make me hungry. I expect to see a fork in her hand or a spoon or a mixer or something because she's trying to get in somebody's algorithm. She is trying to be seen by somebody who wants to eat, that wants that food, that wants to know how to cook something. You understand what I'm saying? This is how you get into people's algorithms. And this is how you begin to build your niche. Sometimes your niche will choose you, sometimes you will choose your niche. But either way it goes, you have to make yourself shareable. And the only way you're going to do that is to make yourself an authority in this particular brand and use those hashtags and those tag words, those keywords, because the internet is one big giant search engine. And if you are not searchable, you are just floating around in thin air. Thank you, babe. That's it. That's all. Thank God for AI this morning. Analyze your competition. We've already done that. Narrow your focus. We've already done that. So we're aiming in a specific thing. And my sister girl said, I got Country Girl Living on one channel and I got crocheting on the other channel. All right. So we have narrowed our focus down. Aim for a specific subcategory within a broader niche to stand out. So, we're not just talking about the big giant world of crocheting, but we're teaching people how to crochet, the textiles, the different types of yarn, different things you can use besides yarn to crochet. You see what I'm saying? The different styles of needles. There's also crocheting machines and different apparatuses that you can use, things that you can incorporate into, crocheting. The same thing with Country Girl Living. It's a lifestyle channel, but there are billions of things that go along with it, from the fashion to the food to what you do on the farm to cultivating different things. Are we growing our own food? Like, there's so many different things. So you have the niche, and it's easy for you to sub niche, just like Angie. Angie in real life is a chef. She's a cook, but um she can subcategorize by maybe doing a baking series, or maybe doing a grilling series, or maybe doing I always use the analogy, how to make the perfect, cup of coffee, or how to make the perfect scrambled egg, or you know what I'm saying? A subcategory could be teaching beginners how to cook, teaching beginners how to start their um, what do you call it, catering journey, the things that you need to buy. How do you shop for your first tester kitchen? Maybe you don't want to do that, but you want a food truck if you have experience with that. There's so many different things that you could become the authority figure in. And that's what you have to, it's a mindset thing. When I was doing true crime, my whole thing was, in my mind, I had tunnel vision, and nobody else was doing true crime like me, and nobody else was covering this particular story, right? It was just me. Now, in reality, we know that's not true. We know there were hundreds of people that were probably covering the same channel, but the same topic, but nobody was doing it like me. I was the authority in this particular area right here. So when you came to my channel, you knew you were going to get something different. You were going to get a different perspective. Yes, it is. We have to learn how to pivot. Yeah. So AI was teaching us how to do this morning, because, you know, if you, I'm telling you, the internet is not the same. In 2025, everybody is searching everything. TikTok is a search engine. So if you're not making yourself searchable, you're not going to get found. If your titles suck, if your titles don't have anything to do with you being an authority figure and what your niche is, you are not going to get found. You're not going to fit in anybody's algorithm. Gemini just said everybody has an algorithm. So if a billion people are on this planet, there's a billion algorithms. Somebody has to be able to find you. You need to fit in somebody's category. Start making your titles searchable. Use hashtags. Use your tag words and your titles. Unless, again, this is a hobby and you don't care about growing an audience. But I'm just saying, over here on YouTube, we get paid for views. And when you get to your 10K over on TikTok, you will also get paid for views. So start now. I'm just saying, I speak from experience. I know what I'm talking about. T, are you on TikTok on your computer? I am on TikTok on my tablet, and I am on YouTube and Twitch on my computer. Mhm. So I'm multi-streaming. Welcome back, Southern. I'm multi-streaming. And test and refine. That's number 6. Test and refine. Create a few videos on potential niches and evaluate the performance. We always say this on YouTube. You can make several different videos on several different um, topics to see how it feels. You want to test it out, and you also want to see how the audience gravitates towards those particular um, videos. My most famous videos besides true crime were testing products. When I went to Walmart and I literally got a kiss kit for my nails just to test them out, I blew up overnight. I woke up the next morning and literally had thousands of subscribers, all because I went to Walmart and got a kiss kit to do my nails. I tested it out, showed people how it worked, and then I did a follow-up video and said, "This is what my nails look like. It's been a week, blah, blah, blah." And that was the first step out of the starting gate on how I blew up. Yeah, something that simple, something I didn't even think about. I was just that day wanting to create some content. I just wanted to show people what I got. And it's not that I had never done it before. I've always done my own nails. But I was like, I'm gonna show, that it was around the holidays. People gravitated and said, "Girl, this will make a great gift. It's less than 20 bucks." Blah 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 blah. I was like, wow. And then the next time I blew up was because of those dang traveler's notebooks. Blew my mind because hundreds of people told me they didn't know what a traveler's notebook was. Who knew? So I got consistent viewers from that because you can literally use a planner or a traveler's notebook every day. So I never ran out of content. And then one day, somebody that I used to watch on TV got arrested, and I got sucked into true crime. Didn't mean to do that. It totally ruined my comeback into the makeup industry for a little bit. But that Tim Norman story took off like hot water cornbread. It was ridiculous, but it was worth it because in the end, I got to meet a gang of people who are still subscribed to my YouTube channel, and they don't care what content I create, they're going to watch me. That's amazing to me. So it wasn't just about the story, it was about me. It was about my personality because they don't care. They could care less what I talk about. They show up, they talk to me, they ask questions, they engage, they do the most. And I appreciate them every time I go live or every time I create some content. I'm appreciative because wow, you don't have to be here. I'm sorry, y'all. My phone is always wigging out. All right, we're almost done here. Test and refine. Consider profitability if you monetize. If monetization is a goal, right? Consider exploring your niches with higher potential for revenue, such as technology reviews or personal finance, if that's what you want to do. You can always incorporate finance into whatever niche you have. You can talk about how much something cost. Like this is high end, and this is a Walmart brand or something like that. Or you could talk about the quality, and you could talk about purchasing things on Temu versus Amazon, and what's going to be more cost effective for you in the long run, or what's going to be cheaper for you right now that you can afford, and then you can upgrade later, right? People like videos like that. They like live streams like that because people like to save money, but they also like to get quality um merchandise or whatever. So those are just some possibilities that you can put into there. And then, of course, number 8, and this is the last tip, is to stay consistent. Stay consistent. Once you've chosen a niche, maintain a regular posting schedule and stick to your chosen topic to help the algorithm um, recommend your content, right? What does that mean? If I want to watch some cooking, I am going to look up, let's say, how to grill ribs in the house. How do I grill ribs in my oven or whatever? Angie in real life might pop up in that particular search. And then when I click on her video and I watch, guess what? Angie in real life becomes a part of my algorithm, whether I follow her or not, whether I subscribe to her or not. Have you ever watched a couple of videos from the same person? Hear me out now. From the same person or for the same channel. And even though you haven't followed that person yet, even though you haven't subscribed to that person yet, their videos still keep popping up for you to watch. They're suggesting those videos, even though I never followed you. Has that ever happened? It happens to me all the time. I don't know about you guys, but it happens to me all the time. And guess what? That is evidence of what the algorithm does. It doesn't make a difference if you follow them or not, because TikTok or YouTube or wherever you're watching is working for the consumer. The algorithm doesn't work for us, the content creator. It works for the consumer. It works for the watcher. So if we want to get in somebody's algorithm, we have to be searchable. All right? Now, that's your homework. All right? I want to hear back from you guys. Let me know how you're doing. Okay? Get those titles together, get those thumbnails together, get those, the cover art together over here on Tickety Talk. Start hashtagging, start using keywords in your titles. Some videos do require you to have a title over here on TikTok. I've noticed that recently. So get on the ball, do your homework, and like AI said, make sure that you use that notebook and you keep notes and say, hey, I was doing, really bad on Monday, but by Friday, I really picked up. This is my progress. Or I haven't made any progress. What do I need to change? And then maybe in a year, you can look at that, same book from the time that you started taking notes up until now to see exactly what you did wrong and see exactly what you did right, and start creating a pattern of the things that you did right and recreate that over and over and over so that your growth starts to look a bit better. It starts to be evident. It starts to manifest, right? So there you go. That's all I got today. And I went over 35 minutes because it's 10:35 a.m., but that's okay. I'm glad that I could help you guys. Does anybody have any questions anywhere? Coffee lover, Shawanda, y'all got questions? Southern, Angie in real life, anybody? Well, shout out to YouTube. I appreciate you guys for being here. Shout out to Twitch. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I'm gonna holler at y'all later on. And didn't TikTok get an extension ban? I wonder. I don't know, coffee lover. I'm not 100% sure if Trump gave us another 30 days on TikTok or not. I'm not sure. Thanks for sharing. Great info. You're welcome, Angie. Mwah. I love you, sis. I don't know. Um, Maybe I'll try to find that information, coffee lover, and just look on my community tab after lunch, because you girls will have information about that. So I will post that on my community tab if we get a tick extension or not. So good looking out. That's a good topic. So I'll holler at y'all later.